It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Derek Holland gets the call for game one of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he's been good. He's had a solid season. If you look at his strikeout to walk ratio, it's 2-to-1, so that means he's around the plate. He's going to continue to dominate a little bit, but I think the key for him to continue to be successful is stay on the same mindset, pitch by pitch, inning by inning. We'll see if he executes that in this game.
So striding in, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Well, we're looking at a ball club that really needs some leadership. They need one person to kind of step up, take his game to another level. They were shut out yesterday. They've been struggling lately. Just nothing flowing. Maybe a big hit, a big home run will ignite them and get things turned around.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Anderson ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Here's Michael Brantley. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Previously against Derek Holland, 4 for 13. A runner at second, nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Coming to the plate now, Edwin Encarnacion has come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Here it comes, 1-0. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Here's the 1-1. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around it because look at the on-deck circle. That guy's a pretty good hitter, too.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Here's Carlos Santana now, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the double steal is on here. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cabrera is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Batting fifth, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. He's set, and the pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, the way I see Ed, he gets a lot of respect for his strike zone. There's not a lot of umpires in the league that have the kind of respect he does. He's consistent, he's got a great zone, and he's well respected across the board. Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Nothing for the Indians in their half of the first. The White Sox coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Danny Salazar gets the ball for the Indians in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, we're catching a hot pitcher today. He's won his last 3 outings that he's been on the mound, walked away with the W. Team's playing good behind him, and he's giving them a chance to win games.
And here's Tyler Saladino. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the White Sox, third baseman, Tyler Saladino.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Kipnis ranging to his right, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Well, Matt, they've really been struggling the last 3 or 4 games to score runs. They haven't been able to execute a bunt. They haven't been hitting, running. They haven't been doing the little things that maybe might jump them. And the biggest thing, the power has disappeared. So they've struggled the last 3 or 4 games.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He was hitless in the shutout last night. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Harold, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
We're looking at a club I'll say is lukewarm. They're 4-2 at home. Not sizzling hot and not playing poor either. But the first game on the road, I think we'll learn a lot about what this club is about.
On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Third, first baseman.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. Lifetime against Danny Salazar, 7 hits in 24 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Geyer going back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting fourth, second baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He comes in currently tied for third in home runs on the team.
Kipnis.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. He took this hack at that slider. He thought it was going to be over the plate, and it just kept running away.
The 0-2 home. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 2-2 one more time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 2-2 offering. Hard hit ball to second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
All right, Matt, time for majestic defensive alignment for the White Sox.
Brandon,
and I'm looking down at first base at the big Cuban, Jose Abreu. You talk about a fuss over a private workout. He had everybody in baseball wanting to sign this guy, and years later, we know why.
Now batting, Brandon Guyer. Previously against Derek Holland, 1 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Yan Gomes, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first, and Holland looks to be in control here. 2 away now. So let's take another look at that play up the middle with Showtrack. Displayed some really nice range there to keep it from getting into center field, and then he sets himself enough to make a good, accurate throw in time for the out. He made that play look a lot easier than it was. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Engel on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Standing in, Matt Davidson. And this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Guyer is there, 1 away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Indians. And I look down at shortstop and I see Francisco Lindor, and I wonder, man, those little white pearls he's got, he loves his teeth. He actually talked about being a dentist. That's why his hands are so good. Nobody's going to bounce up and hit his teeth. He's going to catch everything.
Stepping up now, Omar Narvaez. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch on its way. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Alan Hansen.
Now at the plate, Alan Hansen. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-0 good guys as we play inning number 2. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Hey, this at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Ripped down the line. Set to deliver on 2-1. Back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Stepping into the box, Tim Anderson, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at him. Boom, boom. Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
So stepping in, Adam Engel. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. Throw over to third here, and he will make it up to third here. Good instincts to take off on what should be scored a passed ball. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Standing in now, Tyler Saladino, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in the right place to throw strikes.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. The next 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year.
Austin Jackson.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. In there, 1-1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. A runner at first with no outs here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hanson moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is pulled into right, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Jackson rounds third and is digging for the plate, and he is out on the tag. Digging in for his second at bat, Edwin Encarnacion. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 17 two-base hits for the year. Now the 0-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Saladino gonna have to hurry, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and the White Sox are out in front 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Melky Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Melky Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Abreu. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Ready for another chance? Yoan Moncada hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. In there, no balls and a strike.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. It just makes you feel so much better and more confident as you move through the rest of the game. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're on top 2-0. Back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana settles in to lead off the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Oh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Hit hard, but foul.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
Hit out towards second. Moncada gloves it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a liner. But that's a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to third. Saladino is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Saladino will put this one away, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. In now, Matt Davidson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The White Sox, designated hitter, Matt Davidson.
First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
That misses. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hard hit at third. Gets dirty and gloves it. In time.
Now batting. Catcher.
So a fine play down there at the hot corner to take a base hit away, and that would appear to be a good segue to check out the league leaderboard for team fielding percentage. And we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. So coming to the plate, Omar Narvaez. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Oh, that pitch is out.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Alan Henson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a control.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. MLB Network is back on the south side after this. At the plate, Brandon Guyer. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
The right fielder, number 6, Brandon Guyer.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. On the ground to third. Saladino gloves it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Into the box, Yan Gomes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Engel is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. A base hit in his first trip. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Adam Engel. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Adam Engel.
Right over the middle, knee high. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
And here's Tyler Saladino. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 53, Melky Cabrera.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
The 1-1 home to Cabrera. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're up 2-0. Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Ramirez.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Now batting.
Here's Michael Brantley, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
The 0-1 delivery. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Lifted the other way out to left center, and this is pulled in out there by Cabrera for the first out, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Number 10, designated hitter Edwin Encarnacion.
Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Has a look. Now the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. No runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Abreu.
Heading out towards shallow right. Geyer sprinting after it and a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Kyle Crockett will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
57, Kyle Crockett.
Tyler Naquin is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Tyler Naquin.
Yohan Moncada will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Moncada.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
This is where getting ahead in the count really pays off for you. Now you can get him to chase a pitch, maybe get a ground ball, double play, or a strikeout. Either way, it's going to help your cause.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt Davidson.
Ready for another chance? Matt Davidson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
That ball is above the zone. He got his hands on top of it, the old tomahawk, and got a base hit out of it.
Omar Narvaez.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 3 and the Indians nothing. Back here on the south side of Chicago, White Sox on top in this one. But before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Carlos Santana.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, they've really struggled here. Now, I know this is the first ball in the surroundings yet, but this offense has got to get it going.
Now here's the pitch. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Ready for another shot now. Francisco Lindor. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And that one right down Main Street. The 0-1. Soft liner to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base hit. It's going to be a line drive tomorrow in the paper.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, 7th inning, you're thinking maybe one more at bat if his team rallies. So this was a big hit to keep that streak alive.
First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Throw won't get him. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Outside, 3-0 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
This is grounded foul. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Another one sent foul. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he will look at a called 3rd strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Digging in to try it again, Austin Jackson. A hit in 2 tries so far. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. What a bad time for a wild pitch, as the run will score from 3rd. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and that's going to do it for Derek Holland. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Dan Jennings comes on now looking for the final out of the inning to strand the 2 runners in scoring position.
Dan Jennings.
Here comes the 1-0. A little bouncer. In to score, the runner from third.
Now you got the tying run at third base with 2 outs. And let's see if someone can come up with another big hit with 2 outs and maybe drive that run in.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In there, strike 2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Weak chopper up the line, but that one rolls foul. The 0-2 once more. Grounded down the third baseline. And this is a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Indians have tied the ball game.
I love the late inning at bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and a couple of men left. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Nick Goody gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Nick Goody.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Anderson. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
What a great pitch. When you have the velocity to throw a ball by somebody up there in the zone, I don't know why guys don't use it more.
Comes set and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder Adam Engel.
Digging in once again, Adam Engel, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he takes ball 1.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get in the chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-0 count, and the pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman
So coming to the plate, Tyler Saladino. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Leury Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Garcia.
This is line to left, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the White Sox. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Leury Garcia is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 28.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Number 67 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 67.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cabrera's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. Now batting, Carlos Santana. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Oh, and 2, here it comes. In the air out to straightaway left. Cabrera's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Tie ball game here in the 8th at Guaranteed Rate Field, as you get a look at our line score to this point. Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Lindor. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
And this will be fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Line drive to left. Cabrera is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains tied at 3-3. Brian Shaw comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Melky Cabrera.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Abreu. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. From the stretch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still tied 3-3. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jason Kipnis.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's sitting fastball. He wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hanson going back to the track. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First offering on its way. Late that time for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
0-2, here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Engel is after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Yan Gomes.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Hanson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Cody Allen comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Cody Allen.
Digging in, Matt Davidson. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Designated hitter, Matt Davidson.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. One of 2 things. He either didn't pick it up or he was sitting curveball and had his mind made up that he was going to swing, and the break broke before he expected it.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Kevin Smith will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The average right at 280 coming in. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to play hero right there. Trying to play hero. One big swing, and he wanted to end it.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Alan Hansen.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
2 outs in the bottom of the inning right here. Now it looks like they're in a position to maybe win this game. He represents the winning run. Let's see if they can get him home.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1 on the ground softly towards second. Kipnis has to be quick. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. Kevin Smith will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching,
Ronnie Chisenhall is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Now that's a Gold Glove caliber play there.
Barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It not only takes tremendous body control and focus, but the fielder also needs to have a quick and accurate release to make an out. A highlight reel play there for sure.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Slapped hard the opposite way. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And Melky will make the catch for out number twice about trying to move up. Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. The 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Now a ball pulled deep down the left field line, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Abreu is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. Still tied 3-3. Number 4 is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field.
Center field.
Stepping up to the plate, Adam Engel.
Leading off for the White Sox.
First pitch on its way.
Engel.
That's by him. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he misses there, 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And it's grounded foul. Ready on 1-2. Soft liner towards short. And he's set down, one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Leury Garcia.
Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only one away.
Well, they got a little something started now. One out, little one out rally. Got a chance to win the game. You got the winning runner on base now.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Grounded to first. Gloved by Santana. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The first baseman, number 79.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen, 2 for 9. And he'll take first here on the intentional walk, so make it runners at the corners now with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Carlos Santana.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder.
That's the difference with 2 strikes, Matt. That ball's right in his wheelhouse. If he's ahead in the count, he probably hammers it. With 2 strikes, you foul it off.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Garcia will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's set and the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close, and now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Hey, one thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. He's set. Now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Engel has a beat on it. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30.
Ready for another chance? Tyler Naquin, 0-for-1 with a run scored thus far. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 1 left for the Tribe. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Andrew Miller takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Andrew Miller.
Ready once again, Matt Davidson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Davidson.
And this is low, ball 1. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here's another 2-2. Hit hard toward first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Catcher number 36.
Kevin Smith will be next. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Ready with the 0-1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Naquin will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Alan Hansen.
Digging in and looking for more, Alan Henson. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains tied at 3-3. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Yan Gomes.
Juan Minaya gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 37, Juan Minaya.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Now another 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Another try at 2-2. He spoils another one and will do it again. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Matt, this has been a fun at bat to watch. I mean, look, it's been throw a strike, I foul it off. Throw a strike, I foul it off. I want to see how this ends.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia coasts under it. Makes the play, one away. This programming note to pass along. Due to the length of our game tonight, the long-running animated series The Wilkersons will not be seen this evening. Again, no episode of The Wilkersons after the game tonight. Settling in now, number 4. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. A called strike over the outside part of the plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Still tied 3-3. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Lifetime against Andrew Miller, 1 for 3.
Tim Anderson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Oh, 1. Here it comes. Way out in front. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Leury Garcia is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Brantley.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Swing and a little tapper. And he's retired 1 away.
The batter, number
Good
10.
pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Anderson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Garcia is there, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Here's Melky Cabrera. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready. Here's the first offering, and he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And that gets him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Well, it's late in the game, but I tell you what, a leadoff single, that's what you want to start the late innings. Now it sets you up to be able to manufacture or do some things and maybe get that run home.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Abreu. His line so far, 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side, and Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Coming to the plate now, Yoan Moncada. No hits in 5 tries so far, but he does have an RBI. Here's the first pitch, and this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, he is not seeing the ball at all. He's already got 3 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, that's when you start calling the eye doctor.
The 0-1. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Matt Davidson.
Into the box, Matt Davidson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here he is in his 3rd inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Stepping up now, Kevin Smith. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2. Striding in once again, Alan Henson. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0. Cue shot here out towards short. A dive, and he brings it in. And he might have saved a couple of runs that time as the inning is over. Tough to end an inning on a better play than this as he takes this one right out of the air. We'll play as long as it takes. Still tied on MLB Network. Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Lindor.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. On the ground up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Second baseman number 22, Jason Kipnis.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
The 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. And now this is bobbled out in center.
He's been looking really good. Another hit, another multi-hit game. This hot streak has been really fun to watch him perform.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will be foul.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Ready with another two-strike offering. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And he is out at second base.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
So coming to the plate, Yan Gomes. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Right there for strike one. The 0-1. Runners going. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Indians leave 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. Boone Logan is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning.
Boone Logan.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
That was a great fastball up and in. He wasn't able to get around on it. Just threw it right by him.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Engel.
Stepping into the box, Adam Engel. He's set. Here it comes. Started that swing a bit too early.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Leury Garcia stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Fouled back. The 1-2 pitch. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Kipnis is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still tied 3-3. Digging in for his second at bat, number 4. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 4.
First pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Now batting.
Well, that's a slider breaking in right there, and if it's not in on your hands, that's a dangerous pitch. You got lucky that ball didn't go further.
Jose Ramirez at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Digging in, Michael Brantley comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Garcia backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter, number 10. Designated hitter,
Edwin Encarnacion now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. The 0-1 runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now the 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Hansen has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Here's Melky Cabrera, and he'll lead things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half. From the stretch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Kipnis is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch.
Number 79, Jose Abreu.
In now, Jose Abreu. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Second baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. It was a single for him in his last at bat. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Brantley is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Hang with us, folks. We'll keep going till we get a winner, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ready for another chance.
Leading off for
Carlos
Cleveland.
Santana
First
still
baseman.
looking for his first
Carlos
hit here. He's 0
Santana.
for 6.
Your
Number
attention,
63 is
Now
ready,
pitching
and he'll
for the
take the
White
ball
Sox.
from the manager.
Number 63.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. This is pulled into right. Hansen is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Francisco Lindor stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, that's two impressive fastballs. Two mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now. Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
So a runner at first now with one away, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Engel is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
30.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Lifted into center field. Engel has a read on it. And that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Dan Otero has waited a long time, but he'll come on to work in the 16th inning.
Dan Otero.
Digging in once again, Matt Davidson. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Hitter, Matt Davidson.
And that misses for ball 1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Kevin Smith will be next. This ball will be chopped foul. Here's the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Set to deliver on 2-1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Number 4 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, right fielder, Alan Hansen.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. set to deliver the 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready with the 0-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yan Gomes, looking to finally get into the hit column here. No luck in 6 tries so far. Way in front of that fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Ready with another 0-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
Now batting, number 4.
Stepping in now, number 4. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit hard down the line to his right. Garcia throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the
third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Ramirez. And he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
That's a nice spot for a pitcher down there below the knees, but I think that call's a little bit low.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Sent toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that swung on and fouled straight back. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. A swinging bunt to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. The Indians lead it 4-3. Now to the plate, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Kipnis ranging into shallow right. One away. Ready once again, Adam Engel.
Center fielder, Adam Engel.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
This is hit high in the air out to left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Leury Garcia. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Little tapper down the first baseline. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Two out, 2-strike offering. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramirez into shallow left, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
What? What time is it? Where am I? Oh, man, it's over? Man, I thought this game was never going to end, but it did. And anytime you can win a marathon game like that, it feels awfully good.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Dan Otero wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the White Sox, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of Guaranteed Rate Field.